Are you ready to do this, glider? You know, I was thinking. Oh no, it's one of these. No, this one's interesting. Doubtful, but I don't know. Tell me anyway. Listening to you is marginally better than the wind. No, no, it's the shade. Run! Go, go, go! I am buzzing with nervous excitement and maybe a touch of power, but I tell myself it's only to ensure that I give back the mask and continue my gliding. This is not the time to take up a mantle of vigilante. I approach the boy, who seems no worse for wear, and possibly even entertained by the guard's reaction. He waves. When I speak, I maintain the illusion. My voice is not quite so searing as the shades must have been, but it is a worthy effect. Loudly, I call him Son of Maize and declare that he is free to go and return to his father. What? Who, who are you? I tell him I am the shade of Eccria and do a pose that might help him along. No, Maze is the shade of Eccria, and he isn't my father. My father's dead. My heart stops. But Mace takes care of me. He takes care of all of us. My heart resumes beating. Did he send you? And did he really say I was his son? I nod. The boy laughs a little, with something like relief. He says that to us, calls us sons and daughters, but didn't know if he really meant it. Thank you. I'll get back to him now. Without another word, he is off. The huddled children giggle as I approach, the way children do. You're never quite sure whether they are entertained, nervous, or mocking. I decide not to let myself feel judged. You're a glider. They get excited at this and make small sounds among themselves. I found gliders thrilling too when I was a child, but somehow I feel slightly like an imposter and a little bit proud. Do you want to play a game with us? Yay! The game is hide and seek. Do you know it? I tell them I used to play with a young friend of mine back home. They don't seem particularly interested in the story. I never felt so old. Good, you're it. We'll go and hide, and you have to find us. I tell them to wait. Once I, the great worldly wise glider, cunningly track them down, how can I call them out if I don't know their names? Ha! Don't be so sure you'll find us. This is our town, remember? Well, anyway, I'm Pelé. I'm Jeff. And I'm Nez. I tell them my own name. Then Pelé points at me. Are you ready, Sable? You have to close your eyes and count to 100. No peeking and no skipping. And count slowly. I close my eyes and start counting. 1, 2, 3, 57, 58, 97, 98, 99, 100. Aw, you found me. Hi there. I saw you get that flower over there. It's amazing. You're such a good hoverer. I can't wait for my gliding. I want to hover too. I look down at the child before me as they bob with excitement and tell them their gliding will be on them sooner than they know, and then they'll be able to pick as many oasis flowers as they like. That's in forever. I need a flower now. Can you maybe give it to me, please? The flower? Please, please, please? I hand them the flower, and they squeal with delight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They dig around in their pockets for a moment and pull out something. I expect it to be a little bug or some dirt, or possibly an old toy, but instead they produce an entertainer's badge. Here, you're really nice, so you can have this. I ask if they would prefer to hang on to it. There's plenty of use for such things later. I get a shake of the head. I think this one's for you. I'll get my own one day. I tell them I'm sure they will and leave with a wave. See you later, glider. Imagine what could have happened if the power had stayed off much longer. I think I would have to leave town. Oh, you found me. Are you sure you counted all the way to 100? I thought this was a really good hiding spot. You're smart for a grown-up. I take the compliment. You found the others first. Yes, that means I win. Hmm? No, I don't think so. I definitely win. Anyway, you're pretty fun for a grown-up, so you can have this badge. You need 3 of these, then you can wear the entertainer's mask. I thank them for the game and the badge and say goodbye. As I leave, I feel a small pang in my heart. I miss Saima and the rest of the clan. I wonder what she'd think of me taking up the entertainer's mask. Maze's posture has softened when I see him again, like the weight's gone. He's happy. I ask if the boy returned to him, and he nods. Thank you. He's safe with his brothers and sisters. I ask him how many there are. Nearly a dozen. Orphans, all. And the kindest young people you'll ever meet. Being the Shade, I saw much of the city's true face, and I suppose I found an even more important role to play. I would have taken up the mask again myself, but if I was discovered, then what would happen to them? You know? I tell him I understand, and that I think Maze is far more helpful than the Shade. He shrugs. Perhaps, but why don't you keep the mask? There might be use for the Shade yet. Farewell, Glider. Please help! Micah's voice is ragged, and he has the look of someone who spent just slightly too long down a well, a little sandy and tattered. I tell Micah that I'm here to save him, and that my name is Sable. Sable, thank you. Thank you so much. How did you know I was here? I informed Micah that Bashir sent me. Oh no. I was so stupid with him. Just arrogant, rude. He's always telling me to be more careful, not to go off hunting alone, and I'm always so silly with him. It's so pointless, but I always feel like I have to prove something. Like, the more he tells me to be careful, the less I want to. But it's for no reason. I'm just being difficult for the sake of it. I reassure Micah that I have often felt a little pressure to prove something, even when the pressure was coming from me. I know, but you're a glider. You're young. I should know better. I tell Micah we can't dwell on this right now, and ask if he can walk. No, not enough to make my way out of here, at least. It's why I dragged myself over here, thinking I might use the crane. But I can't access the controls. I wonder aloud if I could access the controls. And Micah digs around in his pockets until he finds what he's looking for. A key. He holds it up. I found this key. It should let you in. From there, you can use the crane. I nod. I'm sorry I can't help more. I feel so useless. Thank you, Sable. You're really very kind. I tell him it's no matter. I tell him it's no matter, and that he isn't useless, and take the key and go. Sable, how can I ever thank you? I told Micah he needs to go home and apologize to Bashir for all the worry he's caused. Oh, I will. I'll be apologizing to Bashir for days. I deserve it, and I'll try not to worry him ever again. But I do want to at least give you something. Micah hands me a climbing badge, and I take it gratefully. I'm going to go back to the Five Bells camp. Should be fine. Walking's a little easier than climbing right now. You're my savior, Sable. If you ever decide to come to become a climber, you've got my endorsement. Take care, alright? I tell him I will, and we say a fond goodbye. The atmosphere in the tent is intense, uncomfortable. I show my merchant badges to the mask caster.